What if everything you thought you knew about mermaids was wrong? For centuries, they've been relegated to myth and folklore, but new, compelling evidence has surfaced that demands a second look. Get ready to have your perceptions shattered as we reveal previously unseen footage and chilling accounts that might just prove their existence. Welcome, truth seekers, to a journey into the uncharted depths of our oceans and our history. The image of the mermaid is iconic, a beautiful, half-human, half-fish creature, often romanticized in fairy tales. But is that the whole story? From ancient Babylonian accounts of the fish god Oannes to the eerie tales of sailors throughout history, descriptions of aquatic humanoids are a global phenomenon. It's easy to dismiss these as simple myths, the products of lonely voyages and overactive imaginations. But what if they weren't? What if these were fragmented, misunderstood sightings of a real biological species? Let's start with the historical records. Christopher Columbus himself documented seeing 3 mermaids on his first voyage to the Americas. He noted they were not as beautiful as they are painted, suggesting he saw something tangible, not just a fantasy. Pliny the Elder, the Roman naturalist, described them in his Natural History, treating them as just another species. Are we to believe these respected historical figures were all delusional? Or were they describing a creature that, for whatever reason, we no longer see today? The consistency across cultures and centuries is staggering. These aren't isolated tales. They form a mosaic of encounters that point to something real. Now, let's dive into the modern era, where technology allows us to probe the ocean's mysteries like never before. For decades, strange, unidentified sonar readings have baffled naval operators and oceanographers. These aren't whales. They're not submarines. They are organic, moving with incredible speed and agility, displaying patterns of intelligent, coordinated behavior. One of the most famous incidents is the bloop. In 1997, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, recorded an ultra-low frequency sound in the South Pacific. It was massive, louder than any known animal, and its acoustic signature resembled that of a living creature. Officially, it was explained away as an icequake, but many experts within the field remain unconvinced. The sound's profile just doesn't perfectly match geological activity. Could it have been the call of a colossal, undiscovered biological entity? Or perhaps a whole society of them? This brings us to the visual evidence. While many supposed mermaid photos online are easily debunked hoaxes, some pieces of footage are much harder to dismiss. We've obtained a clip originally sourced from a deep-sea exploration team that has never been widely circulated. The team was operating a remotely operated vehicle, or ROV, in a deep-sea trench when their camera captured something extraordinary. Watch closely. As the ROV pans across a hydrothermal vent, look to the right of the frame. For a split second, a figure is visible. It has a humanoid torso, elongated arms, and a powerful fish-like tail. It moves with a fluidity and speed that defy our understanding of biomechanics. Before the operator can even react, it vanishes into the darkness. Skeptics might claim it's a strange fish or a trick of the light, but the morphology, the way it pushes off the rock formation, it's eerily humanoid. We've had this footage analyzed by digital imaging specialists, and they found no signs of tampering or digital manipulation. What did this ROV capture in the abyss? Beyond passive recordings, we have first-hand accounts from people who have no reason to lie. I spoke with a retired deep-sea diver, let's call him Mark, who worked on commercial oil rigs for over 20 years. He shared a story that still gives him chills. During a deep saturation dive, a routine equipment check, his partner began yelling into the comms, his voice filled with panic. Mark looked over and saw what his partner was staring at. Peering from behind a pipeline was a face. It wasn't human. It had large, dark eyes adapted to the low light, no visible nose, and gills on its neck. It observed them for a moment with what Mark described as intelligent curiosity before darting away with incredible speed. They both reported it, but were told to forget what they saw, that it was likely nitrogen narcosis causing hallucinations. But Mark is adamant. He says, "I know what I saw. It wasn't a hallucination. It was alive, and it was watching us." So, where could such creatures exist? Our planet is over 70% water, and we have explored less than 5% of our oceans. Deep-sea trenches like the Mariana Trench are deeper than Mount Everest is tall. The pressure is immense. The darkness is absolute. We assume nothing could live there, but we are constantly being proven wrong. Every year we discover new species of extremophiles, organisms that thrive in conditions we once thought were unsurvivable. Is it so far-fetched to believe that a species could have evolved to master that environment? Perhaps they are not creatures of the sunlit shallows, but of the crushing, lightless deep. This could explain why sightings are so rare. They inhabit a world we can barely reach. Let's consider the evolutionary possibility. Scientists have proposed the aquatic ape hypothesis, which suggests that human ancestors went through an aquatic phase. While controversial, it attempts to explain certain human traits like our relative hairlessness, subcutaneous fat, and voluntary breath control, which are more common in aquatic mammals than in other primates. Could a branch of these early hominids have not returned to land? Could they have continued to adapt to a fully aquatic life, becoming the creatures we now call mermaids? It's a fascinating theory that bridges the gap between myth and evolutionary science. They wouldn't be magical beings, but a sister species, a fellow branch on the primate family tree that took a very different path. The evidence is mounting. From consistent historical accounts and unexplained sonar signatures to chilling eyewitness testimonies and perplexing video evidence. We're not talking about Disney princesses. We're talking about a potential undiscovered species of intelligent, aquatic hominid that has shared this planet with us for millennia, hidden in the vast, unexplored expanses of our own world. The ocean holds its secrets close, but sometimes the veil is lifted just for a moment. What we've shown you today is just the tip of the iceberg. The question is no longer, do they exist? But what else don't we know? The deep is dark and full of wonders we are only just beginning to imagine. Thank you for joining us on this incredible deep dive into the unknown. What do you think? Are mermaids real, or are these just fascinating coincidences? Let us know your theories in the comments below. And if you want to explore more of the world's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an expedition into the unexplained. Until next time, keep searching for the truth.